Well, Liz fell in the bathroom when I got home for lunch to make her something to eat. Now we're headed to the hospital. She says she feels okay, but, better safe than sorry.
And before the video begins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I very much appreciate it. I mean, this is just ridiculous that it's taking so long for us to be seen. I mean, you fell. You're a pregnant woman and you fell. I mean, how is that not a first priority type situation, especially at the doctor's office, which I'm very glad I was able to get us into instead of the emergency room. I mean, this should definitely be a first priority.
It's all right, sweetheart. Calm down. I'm feeling fine. Besides, they landed on my butt. If I would have landed on my stomach, I'd be a bit more worried.
I know. But I just want to be sure the baby is okay. I mean, it was a pretty hard fall. I mean, I heard it from the kitchen. I mean, it was a pretty decent thud. I'm hoping your butt's okay. I just want to make sure, better safe than sorry,
I fell a few times when I was pregnant with Lindsay. I think it'll be fine.
I hope so. I mean, wait, what? You did? You fell with Lindsay? How am I just hearing about this now?
Well, I don't want you to worry, so just don't say anything. Besides, everything was fine, and I'm sure it will be fine this time.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. If you're feeling okay, would you just like to leave and forget this doctor's appointment? I mean, it's up to you.
No, let's stay. I do have a few things I want to ask the doctor.
Oh, like what exactly?
Well, I want to know why I've been in so much pain recently. This morning was the worst I felt during any of my pregnancies. I just want to know why.
Understood. Also, maybe they can prescribe you something to help with this pain that you're feeling, if it occurs again, which I assume it will, because, we're in the later stages of pregnancy. So I guess you're going to kind of be in pain until, our little one comes out.
That's true. So we'll wait around if that's okay.
Oh, of course it's okay. I mean, we made the appointment. I'm here, and I called into work, so all is good. Now, just relax, and I'll go talk to the nurse and try to figure out what's taking so long. Because, again, I don't care. Even if it was a small fall, it should be first priority. I'll be right back.
Mr. and Mrs. Bird, I see we had a falling incident. How are you feeling now, Mrs. Bird? Any pain or discomfort?
Well, other than the usual pain and discomfort during pregnancy, no, I'm okay. We just wanted to make sure that everything was going fine.
Agreed. My wife fell bottom first, but we just want to make sure she is okay and, so is the baby.
I completely understand. Falls during the third trimester can be and look scary, but oftentimes everything is okay. The human body is an incredibly amazing thing, and it can protect the baby from just about anything.
Well, let's just look into it to, be certain. I mean, she did fall pretty hard, or at least it sounded hard from the kitchen because it was in our master bedroom's bathroom. So, I mean, it traveled through one door and I heard the thud.
Don't worry, Mr. Burt. We'll look into the vitals of your baby, I promise. Just need to wait for the machine to become available for us to use. Until then, I'll tell you a story of an amazing pregnancy fall where the baby was perfectly fine.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Well, you see, back in 2005, a woman and her husband went skydiving. It was her 10th jump ever. What the woman didn't know was she was a month pregnant. Well, cut to the jump and everything is going fine until she deploys her parachute. It doesn't fully open, and she hits a parking lot face first at 50 miles an hour.
What? How did she not die? And how in the world is the baby perfectly fine in this scenario?
I told you before telling the story that all was fine. She survived, and so did the baby. The baby was in perfectly good health.
Well, what about the mom?
Well, she was messed up pretty bad. She broke basically every bone in her face, and she also broke her pelvis and one of her legs.
Wow, females are pretty invincible. That was an amazing story, Doc. I'm glad to know her and the baby were okay.
They were indeed, and so am I. The human body is an incredible thing. Sadly, it isn't invincible. but in times it can be tough as nails.
Well, that makes me feel better about this little bathroom fall.
I'm glad to know my story could calm your nerves. Now, let me go see about that machine to check your baby's vitals. I'll be right back.
Great. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate it. Well, all is okay, and thank God for that. I was so worried about the baby, but I'm glad that, our little Thomas is all right. I mean, that story that the doctor told us sounded crazy, but, well, it was true. I mean, I just thought he was trying to make us, feel better about, Liz's little fall. Tell me a story that's grand, and compare it to the little minor incident that Liz had, and, everything was all right with her. The woman who fell, parachute-wise into the parking lot at 50 miles an hour. But it was a true story. That's what was incredible. I thought he was just, like I said, trying to make us feel better. But yeah, her name was Miss Richardson, and I Googled the story and everything, and it was true. It really happened, and it happened in 2005. Well, I'm glad it was a smaller fall comparatively to, this Miss Richardson lady. But, Liz is resting, and after she wakes up, I'll be sure to make her some dinner, because, she's got to be hungry by now. I guess maybe she'll only be hungry for, some soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. But perhaps she's more hungry now. She hasn't really eaten anything all day. So maybe she's in the mood for something a little bit more hearty. Like she hasn't eaten all day, and what's the time? It's 3 o'clock. She hasn't eaten, and she's been up at least since 4 in the morning. On and off, obviously, because of the naps, but I'd be starving right now if I hadn't eaten. Well, I guess while she's napping, I'll do a bit of fishing in the pond. I haven't really been able to do that in a while. So that should be, some relaxing time. Normally I just watch TV, but something about fishing is relaxing, so let me get out the old fishing rod and just relax. Oh, hey, sweetie. Glad to see you're awake. How was that second nap of yours today?
It was good, and I sense a bit of jealousy about the amount of napping I was able to accomplish today.
Well, perhaps a tiny bit. A nap does sound nice, but if I took one, I wouldn't be able to sleep until later tonight. And, well, I have to get up a lot earlier than you, so I'm just not gonna nap.
I know, Joshua. Even though having you cuddle me did sound like a nice idea.
Don't worry. We'll cuddle before I fall asleep tonight. I promise.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Can you help me with the lotion, too?
Well, of course, Elizabeth. I always do help you with the lotioning process. Just kind of consider it one of the husband tasks while you're pregnant, so no need to ask.
I guess you're right. So, me and the baby may or may not be really hungry right now.
Well, good. What exactly are you and the baby hungry for? I can cook up the soup and grilled cheese, or I can cook up something else, or, we can go get something.
Well, I'm usually pretty indecisive on what I'm hungry for, but I really want fried chicken. Oh, and warm buttery rolls, maybe even some mashed potatoes.
So, instead of rolls, you mean biscuits, and where you want to eat is KFC. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that does sound like KFC. It's like the baby was telling me what it was hungry for, but I didn't even know the name of the restaurant.
Well, that's actually really funny. Now, I'll go grab dinner and I'll be right back. No falling while I'm gone, okay? Got it?
I'll try not to. I love you, Joshua Burt.
And I love you too, Elizabeth Burt. I'll be right back. Enjoy playing on the computer. Off to KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken.